thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. So my biggest question before we get into all this, garden salsa sun chips.
Yes.
Why?
I love them.
You love them? You just like the flavor or what? What is it?
I like these ones and the cheddar ones, but I don't know. They're just healthy.
They're healthy? Yeah,
Yeah,
healthy. But like, I can sit down and eat this whole bag
Yeah.
of like the entire chips, so I don't know how healthy it is. But anyhow, so senior year, right?
Yeah.
So it didn't start like you thought it. Well, it started really well.
Yeah.
It didn't end like you thought it would be.
Not at all.
What do you think? How you feeling?
Well, if I knew my last day was going to be March, whatever, I
Yeah.
would have made it better than it was,
yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
Because it was supposed to be like a 4-day weekend. So I was like, oh, yay, like a weekend, whatever, about school.
Yeah.
So I probably would have made it much better than if I would have known it was my last day.
Yeah. Yeah. It was hard, and like we all feel bad for all of you that that this is how it ended,
Mm-hmm.
but it is the way it is, right? It's
Yeah.
gonna finish. So, but what's your plans? What do you think you're gonna do next?
After high school, I'm going to go to Penn State Altoona for business.
All right.
And
That's
I might get
awesome.
my real estate license
Hey.
with my mom.
I was just gonna say, I think I know someone in your
Yeah.
family that does that. That's great. Now, cool thing is, Kayla, I've known you like since we moved here.
Yeah.
So like I've watched you grow up. I've watched you mature. I've watched, we've had a lot of fun over the
Yeah.
years and everything like that. What are some of your favorite memories of just growing up in the church and everything like that? Like, what are some of the things that just stick out to you that you absolutely loved?
Some of my favorite memories were like at convention. I loved going to convention. And camp, of course.
Oh,
camp.
yeah.
That's
Camp
like
was
the
fun.
best thing.
Camp was awesome.
And just like being together with like people who like you have something in common with.
Yeah.
That was good too.
Yeah, that's really good. So let me ask you this, because you were raised in the church.
Mm-hmm.
Your mom and dad were youth leaders. They actually hired me on when I started. How has your faith played a part in you growing up and maturing into who you are today?
I just see things differently than other people would, and I don't do certain things. Like in high school, it's hard because like you see everyone doing all these fun things, and you're
Yeah.
like, wow, that looks so fun. But like that, I don't know. Like I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
Like you just know that even though you're missing out on the fun,
Yeah.
it's not really fun.
Yeah.
Like you're,
Yeah.
yeah.
It might be fun in the moment, but it's not going to be fun later on.
There's consequences.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what are some of the things that you did at school and throughout the years that you really loved and enjoyed? Like, because I know you've been involved with so many different things.
Mm-hmm.
What were some of your favorite highlights from the school years that you had going to Altoona?
My favorite things at Altoona were like the student sections, of
Yeah.
course, at football games.
Oh,
Those are
yeah.
my favorite.
Oh yeah.
And like just hanging out with my friends. And I was in girls' league this year,
Okay.
and that was really fun too.
Yeah, that sounds
Just
awesome.
hanging out with a bunch of girls from Altoona.
Hanging out,
Yeah.
having fun, enjoying it. That's awesome. And then even with Refuge, man, you went all the way through Refuge your whole entire year.
Mm-hmm.
You really loved it. What's some advice that you could give to like that young girl? If you could turn around and give advice to yourself when coming in 7th, 8th grade, what would you sit down with yourself and say about the next few years of high school? What advice would you give to them?
I would say to listen to your heart, because
Yeah.
if you don't, then you'll end up regretting some things.
Yeah.
And like just keep in your head, like, you know what's right, you know what's wrong.
Yeah.
Just do what you would do, like, you know?
Yeah.
And like at Refuge, I would say keep your heart open to like what people have to say, because the people here care about you. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, we do. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna ask you some fast questions, and you can do
Okay.
some fast answers.
Okay.
Nothing too crazy, just kind of quick. All right. Coke or Pepsi?
Pepsi,
Chocolate or vanilla?
vanilla,
Superman or Batman?
Superman.
See, this is why we have that connection. That's great. Now, is there anything that you are looking forward to for the summer, for going to college, all these things? What is the one biggest thing you're looking for?
The biggest thing I'm looking forward to is just starting my life, like
Yeah.
my own life, away from my parents.
Oh yeah.
Like I feel like they did a good job raising me,
Oh, they
so
did a
I'll be
great
good.
job. They did a
I'm just
great
ready
job.
to be an adult, like
Ready to
for
be
real.
be an adult. Well, so again, thanks for hanging out with me
Yeah.
and enjoy the sun chips.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.